In the gentle whispers of time, Gautama Buddha once shared wisdom that continues to resonate through the ages. Picture, if you will, a serene landscape where the air is thick with tranquility and the leaves of wisdom rustle softly in the breeze. Amidst this scene, the Buddha's voice echoes. What if I told you that the key to inner peace lies not in emptying the mind, but in understanding its ebbs and flows? What if I compared the workings of our minds to a troop of monkeys, leaping from branch to branch, from thought to thought, in an endless dance of distraction? In these simple yet profound words, the Buddha painted a picture that many of us find all too familiar. The busy monkey mind. It's that feeling of being overwhelmed, of struggling to find clarity amidst the chaos of our thoughts. It's as if our minds are tangled vines, twisting and turning in a tangled web of worries and desires. But fear not, dear traveler on the path of self-discovery, for the Buddha offers us not a solution to banish these thoughts entirely, but a gentle guiding light towards understanding and acceptance. He invites us to ponder the true meaning of emptying the mind in the context of Buddhism. What if I told you that emptying the mind is not about achieving a blank slate, but about cultivating a sense of mindful awareness? What if I likened the state of an empty mind to that of a clear, still pond, reflecting the vast expanse of the sky above? In these words, the Buddha invites us to shift our perspective. Instead of striving for the impossible task of silencing the mind completely, we are encouraged to embrace the present moment with all its joys and sorrows. Like a pond that mirrors the sky, our minds too can reflect the beauty and vastness of the world around us. So, dear seeker of inner peace, let us embark together on a journey of discovery. Let us explore the teachings of Buddhism not as rigid rules to follow, but as gentle whispers guiding us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. And in the stillness of our minds, may we find the peace and clarity we seek. Lesson 1. Mindfulness, observing the present moment. In the hushed whispers of dawn, once Gautama Buddha said, "The path to enlightenment begins with a single step, taken mindfully, with full awareness of the present moment." And so, dear seeker of truth, let us embark on this journey together, guided by the light of mindfulness. In the cacophony of our modern lives, it's all too easy to lose ourselves in the chaos of thoughts and distractions. But fear not, for the Buddha offers us a beacon of hope, the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is not merely a state of passive observation, but a conscious choice to immerse ourselves fully in the richness of the present moment. As we sit in quiet contemplation, let us close our eyes and turn our gaze inward, like a lantern illuminating the depths of our soul. Feel the gentle rhythm of your breath, the rise and fall of your chest, as each inhale and exhale washes over you like a wave upon the shore. In the stillness of this moment, we are invited to become keen observers of our thoughts and sensations, without judgment or attachment. Like a silent witness, we watch as thoughts drift across the canvas of our mind, each one fleeting and ephemeral, like clouds passing in the sky. And in this space of mindful awareness, we come to realize a profound truth, that the present moment is all we ever truly have. It is here, in the eternal now, that we find the key to unlocking the door to inner peace and serenity. But be warned, dear traveler on the path of mindfulness, for the journey is not always easy. The mind, like a restless monkey, may resist our attempts to tame it, leaping from branch to branch in a never-ending quest for distraction. Yet in the face of adversity, we must stand firm, rooted in the soil of our practice, like a sturdy oak tree weathering the storm. With patience and perseverance, we continue to return to the breath, anchoring ourselves in the present moment, one mindful breath at a time. So, my dear friend, let us embrace the practice of mindfulness with open arms and open hearts. Let us walk this path together, guided by the timeless wisdom of the Buddha, towards a life of greater peace, clarity, and compassion. And in the gentle rhythm of our breath, may we find solace amidst the chaos of the world. Lesson 2. Letting go of attachment. Imagine yourself on a sunny day at the beach, with golden sand stretching as far as the eye can see. You're there, fully immersed in the joy of building a sandcastle. Each grain of sand feels like it's dancing in your fingertips as you sculpt, carving out intricate details and pouring your creativity into every corner. As your masterpiece takes shape, you feel a swell of pride in your chest. It's not just a castle made of sand, it's a testament to your imagination and effort. You've invested your heart and soul into this creation, and it stands tall against the backdrop of the vast ocean. But then, as if on cue, a wave comes crashing in. In an instant, your castle is engulfed by the sea, swept away before your eyes. The feeling of disappointment hits you like a sudden gust of wind, leaving you standing there, watching the remnants of your hard work dissolve into the water. In that moment, you realize the transient nature of your creation. No matter how solid it seemed, the sandcastle was always destined to be washed away by the tide. And with that realization comes another. The more you cling to things, the more you suffer. This idea isn't just about sandcastles. It's a fundamental concept in Buddhism called craving. It's the tendency we all have to attach ourselves to things, whether it's material possessions, relationships, or even our own emotions. Like trying to hold on to a handful of water, clinging to these cravings only leads to frustration and discontentment. But there's a way out of this cycle, and it starts with letting go. It's not about giving up or becoming indifferent. It's about understanding the impermanence of everything around us. Just as the sandcastle was destined to be washed away, so too are the things we hold on to in life. Instead of grasping tightly onto outcomes, we learn to plant seeds of intention and watch them grow without attachment. Like tending to a delicate flower, we nurture our aspirations with care and appreciation. And when the time comes for them to fade away, we let them go with grace, knowing that new beginnings are always waiting to bloom. Lesson 3. Taming the inner critic. Imagine you're sitting in your favorite spot, enjoying a peaceful moment, when suddenly you hear a grumpy old neighbor's voice over the fence, criticizing everything about your garden or the color of your house. That voice just won't stop. It's like having a constant companion pointing out every flaw and mistake you've ever made. That, my friend, is what we call the inner critic. It's like having a little judge inside your head, always ready to pounce on any imperfection. But just like that nosy neighbor, you don't have to let it control you. You can acknowledge its presence without letting it run the show. Mindfulness is like having a superpower against this inner critic. Instead of getting tangled up in its negativity, you can step back and observe it from a distance. It's like watching a movie. You're aware of what's happening, but you're not in the thick of it. The trick is detachment. By seeing the inner critic as just another thought passing through your mind, you can stop it from dragging you down. You realize that it doesn't define who you are. It's just a pesky voice that can be ignored. In Buddhism and Zen wisdom, this idea of detachment is key. It's about finding that inner peace by letting go of the things that don't serve you, including the relentless commentary of your inner critic. So next time that voice starts chiming in, remember, you're the director of your own life, not your inner critic. With mindfulness, you can quiet its chatter and create a more serene inner world. Lesson 4. Embracing the breath, anchor in the now. In the tapestry of mindfulness, the breath stands as a steadfast anchor, grounding us in the ever-changing tides of existence. Picture, if you will, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, a rhythmic dance that mirrors the ebb and flow of life itself. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to get swept away by the currents of worry and distraction. But fear not, for the Buddha offers us a simple yet profound practice, the art of embracing the breath. As we turn our attention inward, we come to realize that the breath is more than just a physical function. It is a doorway to the present moment, a portal through which we can step into the vast expanse of now. With each inhalation, we anchor ourselves in the here and now, letting go of the worries of the past and the anxieties of the future. And with each exhalation, we release tension and find ourselves refreshed, renewed, and ready to face whatever life may bring. In the gentle rhythm of our breath, we discover a sanctuary of peace amidst the chaos of the world. It is a reminder that no matter how turbulent the waters may become, we can always return to this moment, this breath, and find solace in its simplicity. So, dear seeker of inner calm, let us embrace the wisdom of the breath with open arms and open hearts. Let us allow its gentle cadence to guide us back to ourselves, back to the present moment, where true peace and contentment await. And in the gentle rise and fall of our chests, may we find the courage to navigate the currents of life with grace and ease. We have delved into the depths of mindfulness, learning to observe the present moment with clarity and compassion. We have embraced the practice of letting go, releasing the burdens of attachment and desire that weigh heavy on our hearts. We have faced our inner critic with courage and kindness, learning to see ourselves through eyes of love and acceptance. We have discovered the power of gratitude, finding joy in the simple pleasures of life, and we have learned the art of meditation, finding solace in the stillness of our minds. But perhaps most importantly, we have come to understand that the path to inner peace is not a destination to be reached, but a journey to be embraced. It is a journey of patience and perseverance, of small steps and steady progress. For as Gautama Buddha once said, even as a single candle dispels the darkness, so too can even small steps towards a calmer mind lead to greater peace and well-being. So as we bid farewell to one another, let us carry with us the lessons we have learned and the wisdom we have gained. Let us walk the path of mindfulness with grace and humility, knowing that each moment is an opportunity for growth and transformation. And let us remember, dear friends, that the path to inner peace is not found in the distant horizon, but in the beating of our own hearts. It is found in the gentle rhythm of our breath, in the quiet moments of stillness and reflection. So let us journey forth with courage and conviction, knowing that the path we walk is guided by the light of truth and the wisdom of ages past. It's easy to become discouraged when faced with obstacles along the way. We may stumble and fall, our resolve shaken by doubt and uncertainty. But it is precisely in these moments of struggle that our perseverance is put to the test. We must pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and continue onwards with renewed determination. Remember, my friend, that Rome was not built in a day, and neither is inner peace achieved overnight. It takes time, dedication, and above all, patience and perseverance. So do not be disheartened by the slow progress of your journey. Each step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your destination. And so, my dear friend, as you walk the path of mindfulness, remember the words of Gautama Buddha. Patience and perseverance are the twin keys that unlock the door to inner peace. Embrace these virtues with an open heart and a steadfast spirit, and you will surely find the peace and tranquility you seek. As we draw near to the end of our journey together, let us pause for a moment to reflect on the path we have traveled and the wisdom we have gained along the way. For in the gentle whispers of the wind and the rustling of the leaves, we find the echoes of truth that have guided us on our quest for inner peace. Throughout our time together, we have explored the teachings of Buddhism with open hearts and curious minds. And in the evening, as the sun dips below the horizon and the world grows quiet once more, let the silence be your companion. Sit beneath the canopy of stars and listen to the symphony of the night. Hear the rustle of the leaves, the song of the crickets, and the whisper of the wind. For it is in these moments of silent communion that we find the deepest peace and the truest wisdom. So let us embrace the gift of silence and allow it to guide us on our journey to inner peace and fulfillment. Lesson 10. Patience and Perseverance. Once Gautama Buddha said, "Patience and perseverance are the twin keys that unlock the door to inner peace." Picture, if you will, a garden where the seeds of mindfulness are sown with care and patience. Just as a gardener tends to the soil, patiently nurturing the plants as they grow, so too must we cultivate patience and perseverance on our journey towards inner tranquility. My dear friend, the path to mindfulness is not always smooth sailing. There will be times when the storms of life rage around us, threatening to uproot us from our center. But it is in these moments of challenge and adversity that the true test of our patience and perseverance lies. Think of patience as a steady hand guiding the rudder of a ship through turbulent waters. It is the calm in the midst of the storm, the unwavering resolve that keeps us anchored amidst the chaos. And just as a ship must weather the tempest before reaching calmer seas, so too must we endure the trials of life with patience and grace. But patience alone is not enough. We must also cultivate perseverance, the unwavering determination to continue our journey even when the path seems long and arduous. Like a mountain climber ascending to the summit, we must press on with courage and conviction, never losing sight of our goal. Lesson 5. The Power of Gratitude. My dear friend, come sit with me beneath the shade of this ancient tree. Let us ponder the profound simplicity of gratitude, a treasure often overlooked in the hustle and bustle of modern life. In the tapestry of existence, gratitude is like a shimmering thread that weaves through the fabric of our days, illuminating even the darkest corners with its radiant light. When we pause to acknowledge the blessings that grace our lives, we open the door to a world of abundance and joy. Take a moment to reflect on the gifts that surround you, the warmth of the sun on your face, the gentle caress of the breeze, the laughter of loved ones echoing in the air. These simple pleasures, often taken for granted, are the true treasures of life. In the depths of our hearts, gratitude serves as a beacon of hope, guiding us through life's trials and tribulations with grace and resilience. It reminds us that even in the midst of adversity, there is always something to be thankful for. So, my dear friend, let us cultivate the practice of gratitude with open hearts and minds. Let us take a moment each day to pause and give thanks for the countless blessings that grace our lives. And in the simple act of gratitude, may we find peace, joy, and fulfillment beyond measure. Lesson 6. Befriending your thoughts. In the serene silence of the temple grounds, surrounded by the fragrance of incense and the soft rustle of leaves, let us delve into the profound wisdom of befriending our thoughts. Once Gautama Buddha shared teachings that illuminate the path towards inner peace and understanding. "Dear seeker of truth," he began, his voice carrying the weight of countless lifetimes of insight. "Imagine your thoughts as leaves floating gently upon the surface of a tranquil stream. Each thought, like a leaf, is carried by the current of the mind, drifting without resistance or attachment. In the gentle flow of the stream, we find a profound metaphor for the nature of our thoughts. Just as leaves come and go, so too do our thoughts arise and dissolve, transient and impermanent. It is in the recognition of this impermanence that we find the key to befriending our thoughts. Observe your thoughts with a sense of curiosity and non-judgment, the Buddha continued, his words echoing in the stillness of the temple hall. Rather than resisting or clinging to them, simply watch as they arise and fade away, like clouds passing across the vast expanse of the sky. In the depths of our minds, we discover a wellspring of wisdom that transcends the transient nature of our thoughts. By cultivating a sense of mindfulness, we learn to greet each thought with open arms, welcoming them as old friends returning home. Dear seeker, the Buddha's voice resonated with warmth and compassion. Befriending your thoughts does not mean becoming entangled in their web. Instead, it is a gentle invitation to observe them with kindness and acceptance, knowing that they, too, shall pass. In the practice of befriending our thoughts, we discover a profound sense of liberation. No longer are we slaves to the whims of our minds, but rather we become masters of our own inner landscape. With each breath, we find ourselves drawing closer to the essence of our true nature, beyond the realm of fleeting thoughts and emotions. Remember, dear seeker, the Buddha's words lingered in the air like a gentle breeze. The journey towards inner peace begins with befriending yourself. By cultivating a sense of loving kindness towards your thoughts, you pave the way for a deeper understanding of the human experience. And so, in the quiet stillness of the temple grounds, let us take a moment to befriend our thoughts. Let us embrace them with open hearts and minds, knowing that in their transient nature lies the key to inner peace and liberation. Lesson 7. The Art of Meditation. In the hushed whispers of the breeze, once Gautama Buddha shared wisdom that echoes through the corridors of time. Gather round, dear travelers, on the path of inner discovery, for we embark upon the art of meditation, a sacred practice that unveils the depths of our being. Close your eyes, dear seekers, and let the silence of your soul guide you into the sanctuary of the present moment. For in the stillness of meditation, we find refuge from the storms of life and awaken to the boundless expanse of our true nature. Gautama Buddha, with serene countenance and compassionate gaze, imparted teachings on the art of meditation. He beckoned us to sit in quiet contemplation, to turn inward and witness the ever-changing landscape of our minds with gentle curiosity. As we traverse the labyrinth of our thoughts, we encounter the unruly chatter of the monkey mind, leaping from branch to branch in a frenetic dance of distraction. But fear not, dear travelers, for meditation offers us a sanctuary, a sacred space where we can observe these thoughts with detached awareness. In the gentle embrace of meditation, we learn to untangle the knots of our mind and find solace in the vast expanse of our inner landscape. Like a skilled artist wielding a brush, we paint the canvas of our consciousness with strokes of mindfulness and presence. Gautama Buddha once spoke of meditation as a journey of self-discovery, a sacred pilgrimage into the depths of our being. He likened the mind to a wild horse, untamed and unruly, yet capable of great feats of grace and beauty when harnessed with skillful means. With each breath, we anchor ourselves in the present moment, like a ship navigating the turbulent waters of existence. We let go of the past and the future and immerse ourselves fully in the richness of the here and now. In the gentle cadence of our breath, we find refuge from the ceaseless tide of thoughts and emotions. We become like mountain peaks, steadfast and unmoved by the storms that rage around us. So, dear travelers on the path of awakening, let us bow our heads in reverence to the sacred art of meditation. Let us sit in silent communion with the depths of our being and awaken to the radiant truth that resides within us all. And in the stillness of our hearts, may we find the peace and clarity we seek. As a wise old monk, I invite you to journey with me into the sanctuary of silence, for it is here, in the hallowed halls of stillness, that we discover the true essence of our being. In the gentle embrace of silence, we find refuge from the ceaseless chatter of the mind and a sanctuary for the weary soul. But beware, for the gift of silence is not always easy to accept. In a world filled with noise and distraction, the silence can feel uncomfortable, even unsettling. Yet it is precisely in these moments of discomfort that the true magic of silence reveals itself. In the absence of words, we find space to listen, not just to the sounds of the world around us, but to the whispers of our own hearts. It is in the silence that we hear the gentle guidance of our intuition and the profound wisdom of our inner knowing. And so, dear traveler, I urge you to embrace the gift of silence with open arms. Set aside time each day to sit in stillness, to simply be with yourself and with the world around you. Allow the silence to wash over you like a gentle tide, cleansing away the noise and confusion of the mind. In the quiet of the morning, as the world awakens with the first light of dawn, take a moment to sit in silent meditation. Feel the gentle rhythm of your breath, the steady beat of your heart, and the profound stillness that surrounds you.